My first one this week is going to be Strange World, and this is put out by Disney's own in-house animation studio, 3D animation studio, and it's directed by Don Hall. So in this film, the Clades are a legendary film of explorers whose differences threaten to topple their latest and most crucial mission into uncharted and treacherous territory. So I think there's a little bit more to explain with this film. So we've got the senior Clade character in this film, and he's an explorer, and he's got a son running with him, and they're on an expedition. In their world, they're surrounded by mountains, and it's kind of a thing that they've been trying to get to the other side of the mountains just to see what's out there in the world for generations. And the beginning starts off with the father and son along on such an expedition, and they get separated during the mission, and seemingly the father is just lost forever. Jaeger Clade, played by Dennis Quaid, and Searcher Clade, played by Jake Gyllenhaal. So Jaeger gets lost back in the day, during the exploration, and they think he's dead. So Searcher ends up becoming a farmer, raising a family. His wife, played by Gabrielle Union. We also get Lucy Liu playing the character, Francesca Real, Abraham Ben Ruby, Aaron Sonny, Nick Dodani. Those are the rest of the voice cast. What's interesting here, they do a good job of inclusion, man. Like, it's crazy. I mean, just rattling off the voice cast, Searcher ends up marrying a black woman and who becomes Meridian Clade. And they have a son who's gay. They don't make any bones about it. He's got a crush on another guy in the film. And they've got a dog and all this stuff. So it is really, they took the time to make this film really progressive in that front. And they do a good job with it. But I just wish they did more with the script. They put as much care into the script, because the thing about it, it looks good, but there's something missing that it failed to draw me in. There are some really good character moments, because one of the main things, I guess, is the fact that the father was so obsessed with his expedition, he just pretty much left his family behind, and they ended up catching up with his father in this world. And then there's a dynamic when the father realizes, like, damn, dude, I gave up having my family, for this, and which is cool, man. It's something to think about. Sometimes we do get consumed in our work, and people do neglect their families, for their career pursuits. But I thought that was a cool messaging. But this thing is a snooze fest, man. It looks good, but the action, that you expect for a film like this, I can't remember anything that super stand out, man. There's a really cool creature design and all that, but like this thing felt tedious. It's probably about an hour, 40 some minutes, but it felt like I was in there for 2.5 hours, dude. It just took forever to blow through and get through everything, man. Even the action moments, often just felt anticlimactic. You're going from point A to B, throughout this quest, but there's few moments where I got that thrill. Like, I was really getting a sense of adventure, man. And even the final resolution of all this thing just really feels anticlimactic, Maybe that's why we didn't see a lot of advertising for it, man. Maybe they knew this thing wasn't tested very well. Yeah, that's all I can say about it, man. It's definitely one I went to the theaters because I wanted to go to the movies today, and there wasn't really much else out there that I hadn't seen that was playing, at my local spot. So I went and saw this. But I would tell folks, just wait for this to come to Disney Plus, when there's lower stakes, not, your time and money, maybe parking fees and gas, where it's going to be a little less to participate in this, man.
Something though, you rarely ever see like interracial couples in animation or really in sci-fi that often,
I mean, like I said, the representation of it is really good, and I like how they handle that, because it's not just like, oh, here's my black wife. It's just like, here's my wife. I'm here. We're together. It felt natural. It didn't feel forced. Even with the kid, man, I know there's people that have this notion that there's this gay agenda going on and they're trying to include all this stuff and everything, but that didn't feel forced. It was like, all right, they just, it's a thing. It's there. Like, let's move on and let's tell the story. I just wish the story was better, man. Like, even the premise is interesting, but it's just lacks a bit of imagination and oomph in it, man. You know, you see something like this. I think it might have been, was it Encanto? Yeah, but on the flip side, Encanto was engaging from moment to moment. Maybe those musical numbers helped, but that just felt more lively, had a lot more life in it, and it just told with a lot more vigor, you know, in general than Strange World was, you know.